Hi, very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to see a particular case note of the patient name is Mr. David Felix, and you're writing to rehabilitation care. So let's go ahead with the writing task here. You're writing a letter to Huang Shuang, the sister in charge, Hampstead Rehabilitation Center, Hampstead Road, Green Acres, 5029. So you have no specific instruction here, but you have got the information that this letter is been written to a rehabilitation center. So if you are writing to a rehabilitation center, and that to the sister in charge of the rehabilitation center, naturally, rationally, if you think that you have to give an outline of the patient who is coming, his condition, his requirements, I mean specific requirements, and how long he has to stay there in the rehabilitation center. So these are the things we need to include in this particular letter. So that's what we have the rationale. But this all depends on the case note which is presented. So let's go ahead. What details we have in the letter? First of all, we look at these things. Now we have a 23-year-old boy. His name is David Felix, a university student involved in a car accident 3 months previously. Oh, he was there in Royal Adelaide Hospital for 3 months and was ready to be transferred to the Hampstead Rehabilitation Center. Actually, this is the thing. He was there in Royal Adelaide Hospital for 3 months. So David Felix was not in your care for 3 months. You can see the admission date as April 6. So if you calculate April 6, May 6, June 6, so it has not 3 months. So in your care, the patient got admitted on 6. So he just crossed 2 months and around 8 days. It is not 3 months here. So you can say this is not the place you are writing the letter from. This is the place, this might be the place where he was admitted after the car accident, because he met with the car accident 3 months ago, and he might have been the care in Royal Adelaide Hospital for the 3 months. Now, this may be an intermediate care. I don't have any detail regarding this care. So it's not, you cannot write at the end that you are a registered nurse from this hospital. No, absolutely no. Seeing the admission and discharge, you can say that this is not the thing. So your patient didn't stay in your care for 3 months. So this is not the place you are writing the letter from. Now, the patient name, 23 years old, and his diagnosis, broken neck, pelvic fracture, probable permanent neurological damage affecting mobility, speech, and memory areas. So you have got the condition of the patient, you have got the name of the patient, and we have to say the social background of the patient. He is a student, architectural student at Adelaide University. He's a third year architectural student. So he's pursuing his graduation in graduation studies in architecture in Adelaide University. He, while he was a student, he was living in a flat. Right now, he cannot live in a flat. He needs rehabilitation. The patient's parents are alive and they are willing to care for him. So they may take him to their own home. Now he is eligible for disability pension too. So all these things are important here. Now at your care, the patient's progress is good, high level care. He still needs, that's why we are transferring to Hampstead Rehabilitation Center, because in this particular rehabilitation center, high level care is given. So he needs high level care for some more time. Right now, he started using the wheelchair. Now he needs physiotherapy, hydrotherapy twice a week, and speech therapy thrice a week. So this is ongoing. We have the physiotherapy, we have the hydrotherapy, and we have the speech therapy, and we need it to be continued. That's what we have to say. So we are not going to initiate these particular things in the rehabilitation center. We have this therapy. It's going on. We have initiated. And Mr. Felix had bed sores, so now the condition is improving. And you can see increased mobility. You saw that the patient is mobilizing in wheelchair. Now this is a thing that he had frequent headaches and Nurofen 200 gram maximum for a day if he had frequent headaches. So this is a medication history. So I think we can include this thing because he had frequent headaches. That is the thing that we are giving him whenever he has headaches. We usually give him Nurofen 200 gram. Okay. Now he has depression because the patient is young. He's a university student. He was immobilized for the past 3 months. So he naturally get depressed, isolated. So he needs to get himself relaxed and socially engaged. You can see that possible continuation of studies, external continuation, peer group, community access. All these things you can see. Now we can go ahead with this letter, Miss Huan Shang. So it's a sister in charge. So we have addressed the title as Miss Sister in Charge. 14 is the date you are writing. Dear Shuang, the surname. Mr. David Felix, the patient name in full, age 23, too young. Now we have to see, I am writing to request what you are writing for. Request long-term follow-up and rehabilitative care. So follow-up and rehabilitative care is not for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We need a long-term follow-up and rehabilitative care. For Mr. David Felix, yeah. He has been diagnosed with probable permanent neurological damage and is being transferred to you today. So we have not mentioned multiple fracture there because he had fracture of broken neck and pelvis 3 months ago. Right now, it must have solved. 90 days have passed already. So bone healing must have completed. You can see that patient is sitting and mobilizing, so on the wheelchair. So you can say that that is not the present problem. The present problem is probable neurological damage. So that's what we have highlighted there. Now, Mr. Felix met with a car accident three months ago and suffered fracture on his neck and pelvis. So 3 months ago, he met with a car accident. So this is the physical damage that he has. You can see this is the physical damage. And the neurological deficits, it affected speech, memory, and mobility. So something happened to body, something happened to his nervous system. Since his admission to our care on 6 April 2007, he has been provided with daily physiotherapy, hydrotherapy, and speech therapy, which need to be continued. So he met with the accident 3 months ago. He came to our care on 6 April because he didn't come to our hospital directly after the accident. He has got treatment from some other hospital, that's Royal Adelaide Hospital. So that's why we have written this time frame separate and this time frame separate. Please note, this is a time frame which happened somewhere. So 3 months ago, he met with the car accident. He was taken to Royal Adelaide Hospital. He was there for the for the past 3 months. And right now he came to our hospital on 6th April. This is what the date of admission, which was given there in the case note. So from 6th April to the 14th of June, he was there in our care. So we provided physiotherapy, hydrotherapy, and speech therapy, which needs to be continued at your care. At our care, he made notable progress, which is evidenced by enhanced healing of his bed sores and increased mobility. At present, he's able to use a wheelchair. No. So this is what we have written. We can include one particular thing here because we have not included about his headache here. Frequent headaches, he has Nurofen 200 gram is given. Okay. Let's go with that. NEUROLOGICAL. Yes. That's the name of the drug. Was given Nurofen 200. Okay. He also has frequent headaches for which he is yeah. I can say I can place it there. Yes, 200. Mr. Felix, now we have completed this particular data. What is the patient? What happened to the patient? Mr. Felix suffered with an accident. He had some problems. We have given him some treatment. Right now, his condition has stabilized. Right now, his bedsore has improved. And right now, he has increased mobility. Now, one more thing is that he has frequent headaches for which he's being Nurofen 200 gram. Now, Mr. Felix is a third year architectural. What is his background? He's a third year architectural student of Adelaide University. His parents are already are ready to care him once his condition improves, because now he needs high level care. And when he receives the high level care and when his condition improves, eventually they may take him home. He is eligible for disability pension. I cannot write, I have written it separate there. Now this requirement paragraph. Upon his arrival at your facility, it would be appreciated if you could address his depression by engaging Mr. Felix in his activities of interest like reading and writing. So when he reaches there, you are requested to address or to treat his depression because he is in a depressed stage. By engaging in activities like reading and writing, he also needs to get an exposure to his peers and community if possible. If not, an inquiry at his university is appreciated in order to resume his studies externally. So you have to make an inquiry at his university, that is Adelaide University, whether he can pursue his third year architectural studies, not as a regular student, externally. And if you have any further queries regarding Mr. Felix, please do not hesitate to contact me, your sincerely registered nurse. You have not written any of the hospital name because it's not given clearly from which hospital you are writing. So we have the introduction, the purpose, what happened to Mr. Felix, what is his social background, and what you are required to do. So everything is clear right now. Thank you.